Hi everybody, Mike again. I'm going to give you a little update here on the Helix. I'm not going to have this as a next video, but it'll just be a video about the Helix. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. Okay, first things first, here's a pile of mistakes. I cut all the stringers wrong the first time. I never plan anything out mathematically. I always do it by trial and error, so I wind up with a lot of extra stuff. Anyways, I got this piece of plywood here, and I got all these little small L brackets. And what I did is I put the four, after I cut all these, got them measured and cut. I numbered them all 1 through 8. Actually, you can see the numbers on that one. Anyways, since the Cato Unitrack is in 8 sections, obviously there's 8 segments to each oval, which made it pretty easy to figure out where to put the joints. I just laid the piece of track on there, drew out the joints on the loops, cut the loops out of the masonite yesterday, which was a mess. But anyway, it actually winds up being 4 loops by the time you count the 2 half loops. I'll have this will be the track that'll be on the bottom, that'll go around and tie into the new yard. And this track up here on top will be the one that connects with the one coming out of the tunnel that you saw in the video. All the pieces are cut. I've test fit all the pieces, even the ones that are laying inside. They're all numbered. There's 2 1s, 2s, 3, 4, and so on. And they go on the inside and outside. What I'm doing right now is disassembling to start gluing levels in. I'm going to put glue in each one of the notches, and then I'm going to start working my way around and putting pieces in. Let's go around to the other side here. I do have 2 inches of clearance between, and you can see that I have just enough room for a double stack. That's the tallest double stack, by the way, that I have, even on the Unitrack. I realize that you can't get your hands in there or anything, but you know, if it comes off, it comes off, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. This is what I need to do. This top level will be once I get these stringers, these risers glued in, and see where I'm at, I will run a screw down in the screw with a large head on it down in the alongside of that to hold that down to the tops of those stringers where it comes around there. The other thing I was going to show you real quick, because it's going to be a short video, is I can put the Unitrack together, and as I put it together, I can just spiral it down the layout, or down the Helix rather. Once I get it all spiraled all the way down to the bottom, what I'll do is I'll go along from starting at the bottom, lift it up like this, put the caulking underneath it all the way along, drop it back down, get it in place, and just let it sit. And that'll be it. I'm sure that I'll put maybe a feeder per level or something. If I have a problem with a joiner, I will have to just go in there, and I have a resistance soldering iron, I'll have to solder it up or something. But I'm hoping that isn't the issue. I may go ahead and solder up this Unitrack as I slide it down in there. That may be a wise decision. But anyway, this is how it goes. And also, I did not cut the sheet of plywood, or the half sheet of plywood either, because I need to see how it's going to fit under there. And I'm thinking that I may be able to put this plywood right against the bottom of my L girder on one side, and then just make a stringer that sticks out to hold it on the opposite side. And of course, I'll cut the center out of it at some point. But once I get the Helix glued up and get all these brackets here put on, then I should be able to remove the entire thing from the plywood and cut the plywood and then screw it back onto the plywood. So guys, that's about it for today. Just a short video, show you what's happening. I'll talk to you later.